Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Schnozzcast episode 145 for Saturday, October 16, 2021. This is Bob, joined by my brilliant co-hosts, Nick Bader, Cory, Todd Dillon, and special guest Greg Gumtow. We've got a few things to go through tonight. Some booze news, another edition of The Haunt for this October, Funko This, some gentleman's agreement, pick of the week, and maybe a couple of other things thrown in there. So settle back. Hopefully you got yourself a drink, alcoholic or not.
Preferably alcoholic.
It is Saturday night.
Some kombucha.
Does anyone else here drink? Has anyone else had that? I can't bring myself to try it.
I was going to one day, and someone was like, "Don't buy that."
I just do the Activia. So,
Todd, you do though?
I do.
Okay.
Well, kombucha is good for you.
Well, I know it's good for you. That's why I brought it up. I know I should be probably trying it, but I can't bring myself to do it. How's the taste? Is it like ass?
It's good. There's many different flavored versions of kombucha, and it's good. You can get some even hard kombucha that's good.
Hard
when you're back off the wagon.
So you don't like mix is it kombucha or kombucha?
I call it kombucha.
Right. My bad.
But that's just me.
Your kombucha, do you mix that with the liquor of your choice, or the hard kombucha comes
flavored?
Okay.
There's a blueberry one, dude, that's solid.
Oh.
You can increase your gut flora.
Yeah, there's tons of benefits to drinking it, but
yeah. There's benefits to like licking your hands after the playground too, to get some beneficial bacteria. But
you can also survive by drinking your own urine. I've heard so, but I wouldn't recommend it.
That's not a good thing to do. No.
I wouldn't recommend it. So
that sounds terrible.
It's all terrible, Greg. All right, if you are new to the podcast, thank you for joining us. You can also stream us on excellent high definition audio on the podcast platform of your choice, be it Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, Amazon Music, which we are now officially on. I got an email this week with some sort of step I got to take to a link that doesn't work. So,
of course,
I'm hoping it means that that's just a confirmation link for me to click to say yes, this is my podcast, but that you can still find it on an Amazon Music. Hopefully, they're not waiting for me. So, Audible, Stitcher, or anywhere else you can get a podcast. You could also follow us on social media out on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Schnozzcast. If you want to drop us a line, you can email. Email's probably better, to our email address at schnozzcast@gmail.com, or you can text or call us at 618-SHOCKER.
The Shocker line.
If you want to hear what Todd Dillon thinks about your relationship problems.
Word.
And remember, never nip your sack again. Body and Below the Bell Grooming, a whole new ball game. SmoothMyBalls.com presents the Turf Chopper 3.0, which has premium alloy blades and is water resistant so you can take it in the shower or the sink. Shaving your body and below the belt should not be a task where you have to worry about nips and cuts. The Turf Chopper 3.0 features a no-scrape technology so you never have to nip that sack again. Keep this in mind, Greg. Use promo code Schnozzcast for 20% off your purchase now. If links aren't your thing, then go to smoothmyballs.com/Schnozzcast. Smoothmyballs.com, the perfect gear to upgrade your grooming routine and help you grab life by the balls. That's our
Smooth
sponsor.
my balls.
That's right.
I love it.
One to look a gift horse in the mouth, but for the Smooth My Balls people, I'm going to say Turf Chopper, probably not the best name. I don't want the word chop.
That screams nicks right there. That's all that does.
I mean, if you're describing not giving up, doing the nicks and cuts, that's great. That's an absence of nicks and an absence of cuts. But chop should not be anywhere near my balls.
This is a monetary sponsor, by the way, Bob.
Like I said, I don't want to look gift horse in the mouth. So if that's your product, that's great. We will hawk your wares all day long.
I love it myself. I love the name.
What is it you love about the name, Nick?
Because it's people that want to give us money. So
okay.
That's fantastic.
He doesn't care what the...
Yeah. Yeah.
Take your best name ever.
Take the Ball Mangler. The Ball Mangler 2000.
It's like George from Seinfeld. No, that's That's way too little money for a show for NBC. We're gonna turn it down. You turned it down? What is wrong with you?
I can't wait for those millions from smoothmyballs.com to start rolling in.
They're not gonna roll in if everyone thinks it's a horrible thing that's gonna nick you. So
no, it's not going to.
It's not going to. It says it right there.
Yeah.
No nicks.
It says it on the product.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Now, if it was the ball nicker 2000, then that would be.
I could get on board with agreeing with you there.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
In that
As
case,
long as
you'd
it
have
doesn't lift and cut.
Yeah.
If it was a ball nicker,
Lifting
you'd have to come here
and
and
cutting
you'd have
bad.
to take care of it.
Yeah, Drew and Mike's sponsors are now Manscaped and Jerkmate. Jerkmate.com, like a porn site.
It's not a
It's
porn
getting
site, is
desperate.
it?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Is it really?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Quick, Google it.
Drew's like,
You know you want to. He's like, I don't have to. I am well familiar with that site.
Drew was reading the copy and he's like, wow, it sounds hot. Mark's like, yeah, it is. I'm looking at it right now. It's pretty cool. And someone on the left a message for them on their version of the shocker line, the boner line, and they're like, dude, Manscaped, Jerkmate, what the fuck is happening with your podcast?
Got to start somewhere.
Well, Manscaped sponsors tons and tons of
Yeah,
podcasts. This is what
they're
they do.
in all different fields. Some of the stock people I listen to, they are sponsored by Manscaped. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
What was the product that so back when Kevin Smith first started the podcast, which was like 12, 13 years ago, there was the Fleshlight. The Fleshlight was a huge sponsor of Rogan's podcast and Kevin Smith. And yeah,
Notice the attempted delay, and then it immediately came to his mind.
I was trying to think of
What
it.
was that thing?
What was it
was
again?
I only listened to like hours and hours and hours of this podcast. I've heard it over and over and over again. I don't know what happened to them as far as sponsored people. They haven't done that in a long, long time. But yeah,
Probably supply
growing
shortages.
related manufacturers don't have any problem in sponsoring podcasts. Apparently. So I don't know where we go from that, but
Only up.
only
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So everybody had a good week.
Can't complain, I
You could
guess.
say yes. Greg just
Fabulous.
lied to me and say
It's
yes.
terrible. No,
Nice.
it was good. It was a
Why
good
me?
week. Oh, it was.
This week was terrible.
It's terrible. No, it wasn't bad.
Did you golf at all?
I did. I golfed earlier in the week.
Okay.
After I got my clubs because I couldn't wait to go out.
Same day?
No, not the same day. It was raining when I picked them up.
Oh, okay. You were
That's-
bummed, I'm sure.
Oh,
Oh
it's
my god! Wait, it's not raining that hard. I can hit the ball.
fair weather golf here. I don't golf in the rain.
No,
No.
I mean not by choice anyway.
Well, you know.
Haven't you
get
ever
caught
been?
in it,
Haven't
but-
you been invited to play in a foursome and it was raining? They're like, no, we're going anyway. It's only sprinkling.
I tell them to have fun.
You
And
turned down.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not coming.
Yep.
Find another fourth.
I don't work in the rain.
I worked at a golf course. I became very accustomed to decent weather. That's what it was.
Todd, have you done that?
Done what?
Golfed in the rain?
Absolutely.
Okay, so whereas Greg would have said, nope, you guys are on your own. You'd be like, yep, I'll be there.
I wouldn't say that I loved it. I've had a couple of trips where it's been like a 3 or 4 day golf event with golf every day, and some days it's rained. I've actually played golf in the snow. Well,
golf
was
in
it
the snow
fun?
is good.
No, but I played golf in the snow.
Wow.
Was the fairway at least clear?
Yeah, I mean it was mostly clear, but it was snowing on us, and I mean it wasn't sticking too badly, but it was bitter, freezing cold, and that's why I actually now have the 2-glove warm weather glove system, and I have I've insulated rain gear as well.
We can look forward to hearing more of that when we get to pick of the week, I'm sure.
I don't own any rain gear.
No?
That's how much I don't golf in the rain.
An umbrella?
Nope.
Not even a... Okay.
Nope.
All right. I don't even know who you are anymore. Todd, I think Cory, the only thing Cory wants to know is, were you wearing shorts when you were golfing in the snow?
No,
Pussy.
wearing my golf slacks.
Did they at least like unzip above the knee to create shorts?
Those are you, Bob. Only you.
No, my dad had a pair like that.
And I was gonna say, and people from '92 wear that.
That's true. That's true.
Actually, I have a pair of those too, Bob. I wear them to because they have like the cargo shorts pockets. They have 1 million pockets, so I wear those to my puppy training classes.
Your I appreciate that, but you're not. You're making Cory's point, sadly. That
I used to have a pair. I would wear them to bowling because I don't like to bowl in pants. I just want to wear shorts.
See,
Well, it's good,
What
Todd.
was
It's good,
cold
Todd. It makes perfect sense for puppy training because when the dog lifts its leg to piss on your leg, you just unzip that part of the pant, take it off, throw it in a bag. You're
Exactly.
good.
Exactly.
I actually have a cardigan with the sleeves like that, and it just zips right off.
Cory, they do say that men tend to dress the way they dressed in the last best year of their lives. So whatever year that was, so when Cory is, when you're, 20 years from now, when you're in your mid-50s,
You'll have a
Uncle Ray's shirt,
dusty Uncle Ray shirt that he pulls.
Under Armour cap,
Maybe I'll get a new one.
slides.
But I feel like Cory's one of those guys that as he ages, he's not going to be I really like this shirt, so let me get a new one to replace it. He's going to be like, wow, this one's got character. The letters are falling off, man.
It's all going to be faded.
He's going to be like,
completely.
Yeah, but it's getting there.
Nobody's going to know it's Uncle Ray's.
it's got character.
The U and the R is all it's going to be. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how dudes dress. And after I heard that, I started looking at my closet. And I'm like, what year would that be? 1995?
Sounds about right.
96?
Are you folding over the ends of your pants and then rolling them into cuffs so you have a really nice tapered blue jean feel?
That's why I didn't say 1991. Because I think you're talking about pegging your pants, right?
Yes, that's it. The pegging.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not just say pegging, Todd.
That was a big thing back in the day. Nobody cares.
What is that?
We are not sponsored by jerkmate.com, so we will not discuss pegging.
I missed something. I'm missing something.
What'd you miss?
What is?
I'll send you a link, Todd.
Cory's got an abundance of them at his fingertips right now.
Exactly. I'm getting ready to Google pegging. See it happens.
Oh boy!
Please do.
Yes, please do. Let us know what comes up.
If I can only put your screen up on the podcast screen.
When you hear that's Todd's boner hitting the desk. Oh my God! I just discovered what pegging is.
Mary's about to come running in the office in a second.
No.
Exactly. Just pulling plugs out of everything.
Yeah.
Todd, I told you that in confidence.
Shut it down.
Oh, goodness. That's a thing, huh?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Did you go to www.pegging.com?
No, it's the first thing that came up. Wow. I didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
Color me educated.
There you go.
We're nothing if not an educational podcast, Todd.
His face is now stuck on his computer screen, just
Like,
he's like a kid in a candy store.
snap to it, Todd. We got a podcast.
I know. I'm like, well, the third thing is, what is pegging? A beginner's guide. Day
I'll catch
one.
up.
Todd just leaves the entire room and
Day one. This is a
camera flicks
multi-day
Day
process?
one. Yeah, it looks like day one. It looks like you have to get ahead of it. Like in Shameless, you got to get ahead of the pain, it feels like. I think you got to 2 Tylenol and 1 ibuprofen.
Okay.
And lots of lube.
Is there anyone in the room who in the YouTube room who's actually going, no, keep going. I want to hear more about this pegging.
I don't think there's anyone
Or
thinking
have we,
that
have we
anywhere.
lost them all?
Yeah.
Google searches for pegging are going up.
There's a lot of soft penises in here, except for Cory's right now.
Were we just talking though about Drew and Mike and like how they got started? Like I'm sure if in a situation like this, they would just lean into it and go, Todd, read it off to us. We got to know.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's people that potentially are driving right now that
I don't know what it is.
innocent like Todd. Like, oh,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Tell me. I can't Google it.
I can't Google. I'm driving.
Why do I listen to you?
Tell me. All right, Todd, just go through day one. Just day one. Let's see if that.
Why don't you just do that? It's a sexual pegging is a sexual practice in which a woman performs on a man by penetrating his anus with a strap-on dildo.
You couldn't have broken up at a better time. You really couldn't have. You're like, we're a woman.
Yeah, there were
and a man.
a few keywords that came through, but I think we
Pegging
got the general.
is a sexual practice in which a woman performs anal sex on a man by penetrating his anus with a strap-on dildo.
Pegging.
Did you mean to say period? Like that's it?
No. I meant to say just pegging.
Okay.
Like, yeah. There you go.
All right. So day one, Todd.
Oh my God.
Well, that's what I asked him at first. He gave us the textbook definition. So what's day one?
Is this a manual?
That's what it sounds like.
Beginner's Guide to Pegging. Why people? Well, hang on. Why people?
What is day one?
Hold on. I'm trying to get to it.
I thought you were just.
He's too busy looking at all the pictures.
Spit into your hand.
All right. Well, while you're looking that up, we should probably get into booze news here.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe this could be part of booze news.
And now it's time for booze news.
All right, Todd, I know you got a story, but you're busy with the pegging, so I'm going to jump in here. So
Cool.
This one directly impacts one of the hosts here. This is from apnews.com. Headline, Customs Dispute Jeopardizes U.S. fish stick and fillet supply.
Oh, my God. Is that a part of the supply chain breakdown?
Yes, this is. A customs dispute at the U.S.-Canada border, it's fucking Canucks, is threatening America's supply of a key fish used for popular products such as fish sticks and fast food sandwiches. The Alaska pollock is the key fish that they're talking about. It has a complicated supply chain. After being caught as part of the largest commercial fishery in the U.S., the fish are then transported by ship to New Brunswick, Canada, near the border with Maine. Then they're loaded onto rail cars for a brief trip down track of Canada before being put on trucks and crossing the border into the U.S. But U.S. Customs and Border Protection has alleged that shippers are violating the Jones Act, which requires that goods shipped between U.S. ports be transported on U.S.-owned ships. So they're throwing them on Canuck ships, from the sounds of it, and the U.S. doesn't like that. The agency has assessed more than $350 million in penalties to the shippers, and two of them have sued in federal court to stop the enforcement. So this is a back and forth. But basically, Cory, the upshot is that there's 26 million pounds of fish in cold storage in Canada that is locked there and will not come to the U.S. until a federal court judge issues an injunction to let the seafood be shipped into the U.S. Sorry to break the news to you, pal. Are you looking up to pegging too, or?
Someone requested the link.
Did they? I think we already went over that. www.pegging.com.
Well, I mean,
Oh, no. The www.healthline.com/health/healthy sex/pegging.
Todd,
and where to start.
All I want to know from you is what's day one?
Day one. Okay. So first you have to have after the conversation is really technically day one, but all kinds of sex is, so you first have to get, all kinds of sex are better when all parties are practically begging for it. So don't go from 0 to butt sex. Start with kissing,
Nick just
hand hanky panky, and oral.
Don't go from 0 to butt sex. Got it.
Yes. Yep. Start with kissing, hand hanky panky, and oral. I got to Google hand hanky panky.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. And then most anuses need to be eased into being penetrated. So start on the outside of the butt, massaging the ring of the muscles around the anus. Am I still? There's some dense material here.
Dense material. All right, I think that's more than what I expected to hear about day one. I thought it was going to be more like the kind of pain relievers you should stock up on. The kind of what does the conversation go like, Todd?
Son of a bitch, Mary. No, rub the anus, massage the
That's
anus.
a whole other conversation. So there's all the kit. You need a harness / dildo. You need lube. They talk about this is a very insightful page. I'll post a link.
Okay, dude, listen. So, when you have new purchases and you make different kinds of new food and stuff, like you tell us like the success rate during the week and some pictures and photos, please don't update us on any of this. None of this. Like none of guess what Mary and I tried, or I ordered something. Like, no, we're good. I don't even care if it's that book. Don't tell us.
on the contrary, Todd, feel free to update us.
Cory is all ears. Cory's like, well, I'll let you know how Danielle and I do it. I mean,
I don't even think Cory caught the fact that he's now fucked for fish sticks in the midst of all the pegging talk.
no, he's so excited about that the pegging talk. He's so excited. He's like,
I just glassed
he's
over.
like, okay, no, and ibuprofen. First of all, you don't
Hold
need
on,
that.
what's day two? Hold on a minute.
You need to get Excedrin.
The Excedrin always focuses more on the anus
I'm on
than the brain.
I'm on the Vicodin level now.
It's got caffeine in it, so it helps in other ways.
All right, Todd, you said you had booze news for us.
I absolutely do. And you know what's funny about my business? It actually keeps up with the theme we're on here.
Todd, can we do a shot first? I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I poured one, and Bob only cares about himself because he's not drinking, so.
Why don't you selfish pricks do a shot?
There's not enough time between all these water gulps. Let's keep this show on the road.
I'm pissing so much. So much.
His body's going to go into shock. So much water.
Oh,
What is this liquid?
It's going to be so funny the first night he's drinking, like after he's done with this.
2 beers.
I was gonna say it's not even
2
gonna be
beers.
2
I've
beers.
done 30 days.
I'm spending the night for sure.
I have a feeling it's
right there. That's
Yep.
where I'm going to be.
I have a feeling it's
I was gonna say you better.
I have a feeling it's a throw up on the grass night.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's fine, right? Better there than here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's making me nervous because
Yeah.
you're not usually one to
Throw up on the grass? Oh.
just really focus on
Melon?
being purposeful with your accidents. They just happen wherever
Are
you
we doing the shot or are we
That's
going to
not
yammer about Bob's first day back from the wagon?
What's it? Sorry, go ahead.
I said, are we going to do this shot or are we going to keep yammering about your first day back from the wagon?
No.
Todd, it sounds like we're losing you, buddy.
You go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Shot time brought to you by smoothmyballs.com.
That's right.
Move my balls.
Forgot that sound.
Don't
Love
do your
it.
shot while you're smoothing your balls.
And remember,
But
all liquor starts with water.
all right, sorry, Todd. Booze news.
Yes, booze news. So, coming to you from the UK, the Sun, Robot Force, the world's first brothel staffed entirely by robot sex workers, now looking for investors to go global. That didn't elicit any comment. Okay, I'll keep reading. Lumidolls opened its first controversial bordello in Barcelona, Spain. In February, Lumidolls opened its first near the city's popular tourist spots. So I got to scroll down here. The brothels allow randy men to live out their sordid fantasies without having to persuade real women to indulge them, like with pegging. Now, the company has plans to take over the world. A spokesman from Lumidolls told the Daily Star Online of an ambitious plan to set up franchises in other countries. This expansion would see sex robot brothels opening their doors to punters in capital cities across the world. Punters.
It's got to be a Barcelona,
I like reading
Barcelona term.
Barcelona. Lumidol spokesman said we're still negotiating and interested investors, but we have not yet closed any deals. Earlier this year, we told how the company was looking for investors to help fund the creation of Robo Bordello in the capital, which would then let men legally have sex with spooky-looking love dolls.
Clarifying question.
Yes.
So let's say you make a visit to the Lumidol brothel in Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Yeah. And you get to the front desk and you're like, hey, I'd like to.
As you just got done scolding Greg.
What?
I literally closed out of my notes and it started playing some advertisement, and I'm like, what the fuck?
So you're like, hey, I want a sex doll I could try. If you don't like the sex doll, then what happens to the sex doll?
They take its bits out and clean them.
No, these
They
are
changed the
so,
face
dude.
on it.
They're going to get hosed off anyway. You're paid by the hour. You could probably do whatever you want to do, Bob, with these robots or as many of them for $100. It's €100 an hour.
Are they actual robots or are they more like sex dolls, like blow up?
It's robots.
Robots?
They are robots.
What part is robotic?
The whole thing is a robot.
Really?
Yes. I mean, it doesn't look like a cyborg. It looks like a sex doll, but it's a robot.
Todd, can you send a picture? Todd, send me a picture so I can put it up on the screen.
All right.
Give everyone an idea.
Yeah, not pegging.
I'll post it in the.
No, just send me the link and I can put it up on the screen.
Yeah, just,
I'm sending it I'm putting it in the chat.
oh, you're putting it in the chat. Well, okay, I see. But then only the chat folks.
Yeah,
Cory wants it for the video.
I can put it up on the actual podcast screen.
Yeah, but
Nick's
Okay.
gonna do it. Nick's gonna
Okay.
send it.
I'm going to send what?
At least someone in the room knows what we're talking about.
No, Nick was just saying that I also have booze news because you asked me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Okay, I thought that's what you were saying.
What is going on today?
Hey, Nick's going to do it. Like, what?
You know,
What am I doing?
I didn't look at what you had. I
Yeah.
just figured you're like, oh, I'll send the.
No, it runs
thing.
parallel with Todd's
I just hit my
booze news.
bookmarks, and here it is, right from my history.
Oh man, off to a great start.
Yeah. So, robot
This is
robot sex. I feel like if the robots were going to enslave us and take over the human race, they could try to infiltrate. They could try to infiltrate NORAD. They could try to take over the internet. All those things. Way more work. Better off for robots to just have sex with all the men, and then we'll do whatever they want.
Yeah, especially if it's going to go public.
Yeah. And then while you're in their passionate embrace, they put some sort of probing device in your ear and they take over your brain.
Dude, I'm going to be looking sideways at anybody who tells me their next vacation is to Barcelona.
I believe, didn't Todd? You said you just had a trip to Barcelona.
No, I was in Boston. Started with a B.
So you say.
Little Barcelona, in Massachusetts. All right, Nick.
Yeah, so running parallel, Todd, with what you're talking about,
no.
I actually saw this. I don't know if it was a documentary or where. I don't know where I saw it. It didn't seem like it was a long documentary, but anyhow, it just made me, because of what you're talking about, Google this. So Montreal in Canada has ultimate sex dolls that lets local people in the area rent them out. Rent them out. So it says it's common knowledge that business success relies on the offering consumers a product or service that's unique. That's what a young Montreal area couple were thinking when they decided to launch a sex doll rental company. Huffington Post Quebec met with Emily K. and C. Apparently they don't want anyone else to know their names on this.
I wouldn't know why.
Charles C., I know that dude.
Yeah, the 20-something pair who decided to open Ultimate Dolls, Montreal's first sex doll rental service. Hopefully their last. In an interview, Charles said that the idea came out of a conversation with a friend who returned from a long trip to Asia. When he came back, he told us that sex dolls were a phenomenon there. He had a lot to say about the benefits that he heard about. That's when we started wondering if anyone was doing this in Quebec. We did some research and found out that there was one business in Vancouver, but that was it. Who'd have thunk it? Along the way, the couple realized that the business wouldn't be an easy one. In order to find the best possible product for their future clients, Charles and Emily examined about 20 different kinds of sex dolls, all from China, to evaluate the quality of build and get a sense of maintenance process. Once we found, could you imagine the maintenance? I mean,
I think we just talked
Could you
about
imagine
that.
the UPS guy? Like, what the fuck?
No,
I mean,
actually,
imagine like being
even
the guys.
worse. There's a dude. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
There's a dude.
I'm like, I can't get it out of my head, Nick. I'm like, the worst job is they have to hire a guy to actually clean the rented thing, and so I can see him there with his power washer in this room, and him spraying the doll off, and then the liquid bouncing off the doll and going in his mouth.
Okay, well, he probably doesn't clean his mouth over, but yeah.
You have to breathe.
This
And I
is
imagine he's
so
a mouth
close.
breather.
I just imagine like
He Ken Lashinsky's it when he's power washing the.
Ken could not work there. I just imagine like human nature, some sort of viscous fluid, you're like, oh, I'm going to turn it upside down first. And then just like that really slow drip, like, like, could you just imagine that part of it? Like, oh, fuck. It's going to be one of those days. And just seeing the boxes of them like come back in hordes. So, yeah, exactly. So, it says, once we found a supplier who could meet our needs, we figured that this business was worth trying. Just a thought, okay, here, let's go, Charles said. Did they get any negative feedback about their project from their loved ones? My parents still don't know. Yeah, Because you're in news articles calling yourself Charles C. Like, so you should probably tell people about this.
Probably Bill. Probably not.
I'm sure Rick over there is not named Charles.
Yeah, maybe I'll even film. I'll film my relatives to see the reaction when I tell. Yeah, heart attacks aren't a great reaction, but it was important to the couple that they find the best way to serve their clients and avoid the fiasco surrounding Toronto's short-lived sex doll brothel. We considered opening up locations where clients could visit. So they go on. This is a very long article, but just telling you what I saw. I was actually surprised at the levels that they went through for the sanitization process. Like, yeah, they do the power washing. Yeah, they do all this stuff, but they actually break these down, like break them down every single time. They have these virucides and liquids, and they boil them, and they spray stuff that's
apple cider vinegar, probably.
That's caustic to the skin, that can only survive on something
that kills
artificial.
everything.
Yeah.
Apple cider vinegar is the cure for everything.
And they go through and they thoroughly clean this. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's disgusting, but it sounds like they do a really good job. I mean, in theory, it's probably like McDonald's saying, like, oh, what's your cleaning product? Oh, well, every fry machine is cleaned every single time. Like, we know that's not true. And then they go as far as to say, like, the finishing portions are, they brush the hair and make sure it has certain makeup on based on the client's needs. And some clients want in like a schoolgirl outfit. And,
now you're talking about
all that kind of stuff before they send it out. And they said there's like this complete anonymity that they as long as like the payment comes through, like, they'll drop it off at whatever location you specify. No one has to be there and to sign for or whatever. And then at a certain point, they come back and
it's peeking through the blinds.
Yeah, come back
Packages here.
Pick it up. But they have a lot of like drop off at a hotel. People on business weekends or.
But who doesn't get suspicious when you see the dude in the hazmat suit coming to collect it? Because, like I said,
yeah, imagine I don't know what would be worse, the guy with his mouth open cleaning it, or the guy that has to pick them up and like put them in the car.
And the guy
that's got to pick them up has to be
the guy who ordered it is gonna have to roll up to that block party at some point in the summertime and, hey, Bill, what's going on?
Because imagine this, like, you're not going to break them down in each hotel room because it's probably a process with, you want them to look as real as possible. So they're probably, fold back this piece of arm skin to get to one screw, so it's not going to be something that you could just break down. So, which means that the guy picking him up is got to be the most disgusting and embarrassing job all the time. Because it's like, who's the guy that walks out with these just naked plaster-faced girl dolls, like, and you can't put them in like a giant suitcase.
No. You roll them up in a carpet.
Yeah,
you got to be not suspicious. And you have like your carpet cleaner thing.
No one's
don't mind me.
Yeah, no one's ever killed anyone and rolled them up in a carpet.
I say, or you just toss them in a body bag and put them on a stretcher, and
it's
like, oh yeah, someone passed away in 213.
Yeah.
I could imagine already like an hour worth of scenes that would make me blow water out my nose watching the collector.
Blow wads? Is that what you're going to say? Todd, I think you broke up. We only heard makes you blow wads.
I'm just telling you, that somewhere in the process, somebody is exposed to these dirty fluids from this used thing.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Their life is pretty miserable.
I'm surprised Mike Rowe hasn't done a dirty job on it yet.
Give him time. He's not able to go over the border yet.
Let's get a slow motion of that semen flying past my face again from the power wash.
Believe it or not, none of these sex-related topics were discussed ahead of time. It's all it's a crazy coincidence. We're not even halfway through the show yet.
Oh, wait, there's more.
It can only get better.
Is there more?
No.
Oh, God. All right. Anybody else?
I don't know how to follow that up.
Yeah, how do you follow this up? I got nothing.
But if you were to say, like, I do have something and it's related to the butthole, that'd be amazing. It'd be amazing, Greg.
Nick could just talk about his bidets.
Oh, those are awesome.
Yeah. Don't shit talk the bidet.
Word.
Pun intended.
Yeah, pandemic flares up again. You're going to wish you had one.
Not the only thing flaring up.
I have 3.
Hey. Of course you do. In one bathroom?
Of course, Bob.
All right. How about a little haunt for this October, sir?
Yes.
Yes, he said, as he's reaching for the book of
I was going to say,
October haunts.
not too many more podcasts until.
I know we
Gotta make it count.
We got to end this.
There's a whole book there. You got to pick the highlights.
The best of the best.
Cream of the crop. A number 1. King of the Hill.
Damn it.
Running out of them.
I was trying to think more.
Are you about ready, Nick?
So this week on the haunt for this, damn it! Hold on. It played another advertisement.
What sort of rinky-dink podcast is this?
Wait,
I
hold
thought
on.
you guys had
I know.
music and jingles.
Didn't you have it connected to Bluetooth?
The haunt, no. The hunt for this October.
Oh,
Okay.
because when he did, remember it was like
Really loud.
volume 100.
Yeah, and you guys are like, oh my
I
god.
was pulling up my headphones.
So this week, the hunt for this October, Muth means courage. The town of Frankenmuth and St. Lawrence Lutheran Church both began in 1845. They still have a monthly service, almost entirely in German. One can see a replica of the original log church near the current impressive Gothic one built in 1880. The cemetery attached to the modern, quote-unquote, church is the site of a legless woman who has been seen floating over these gravestones every night. Wow.
Just
wow.
like this, you
Ghosts,
still have
fried
more
chicken,
bits.
and Bronner's. Frankenmuth is the frickin' place
dude,
to be.
It's the way to go.
And you can cover them all in a matter of 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a heads up though, those mashed potatoes, you can't get those out of your leg hair very easily.
I think that was
Have I
one
not
of the
told
lube
that story?
choices.
I don't believe so.
I think that was one of the lube
I've
stories.
never heard
One of the
that
lube subs.
Lube subs?
Yeah, you could use, instead of KY, you could use mashed potatoes
Can I get those to go, please?
from Zenders.
No
It's
lumps.
exactly like some
Please no
Zenders
lumps.
mashed taters.
Podcast topics are making me very nauseous tonight.
So yeah. This we should put a disclaimer. Do not listen to episode 145 on an empty stomach.
Yeah, whilst eating dinner.
So when we were kids, parents used to take us up to Frankenmuth, go to Zenders, and one time we were up there. It was summertime. It was hot outside, so everybody's wearing shorts and t-shirts. We go into Zenders and get the whole spread, big thing of fried chicken, and they're bringing over the mashed potatoes, and I assume that's still the same way, but they have the waitresses bring over these giant bowls, and as the waitress is approaching the table,
Was it Scoopski potatoes?
no, she tripped and spilled the entire bowl of mashed potatoes on my dad, on his legs, on his bare legs, because he's wearing shorts. And this is back in the 70s, so those shorts are probably shorter than Cory's
Normal
shorts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those John Stockton shorts for you sports fans out there.
Yeah. And he did the thing my dad always did in such an occasion. He just looked up at her, looked back down at his legs. He's like, "We're gonna take the check, please." And he walked around for the rest of the day with like crusty mashed potatoes in his leg hair.
He didn't wipe his
Yeah,
legs
you
over
gotta
the
wipe it
bathroom.
off.
He tried. You can't. He would have had to take a shower to get it all out. And apparently, there's no showers in Zenders.
I don't know why there would be. It's a
Disappointing,
restaurant.
Yeah.
The mashed potatoes, man.
Hey, Nick,
If you're walking around with giant bowls of mashed potatoes, you need a shower to get that shit off your.
do you have any mashed
Giant
potatoes
bowls
here?
of mashed potatoes and giant containers of corn.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a Seattle crab boil in that place.
What's our timing right now?
Oh, that's a good question. I got 42 in, and I think it's probably 5 minutes of jibber jabber before we started actually the show.
Okay.
However, we are ready for Funko if Cory's ready.
You ready? And then after that, we'll do our
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Funko This. Funko This.
Todd, I always want to like really be angry with you.
Yeah, I
like
can.
I really want to because I feel like it's forced or disingenuous. But every time I hear it, it's not. It's so genuine that you really crack yourself up every fucking time.
So stupid.
Did you know it was stupid when you were recording it?
I did.
So you're like, this is going to be great.
Do you understand that? Do you understand that the that the checks and balances that had to get him to that point So imagine like Funko This.
Not stupid enough.
Imagine Funko This 1 through 49, like that we haven't heard.
Funko 49.
That didn't make it.
Congratulations, Nick. That is now the front runner for the episode title. Funko number 49. A nod to Joe Walsh.
Yeah.
All right, Cory. Sorry.
No, that's more than fine. I'm used to it every week now.
Oh, damn it. I feel bad.
No, it's fine because I know Todd's going to end up laughing at it. It's
the laugh is expected. No,
Yeah.
but the bullshitty jibber jabber and holding you up from showing the picture and whatnot. Sorry, that's what
It's
I
fine.
apologize for. Go ahead.
Actually, this week, since your birthday had just passed,
Yes, sir.
and I have given Nick several Funkos.
Oh no.
Guess what, buddy?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
This week's Funko This is for Bob.
Oh, I saw that.
Toss it.
Yeah, you want me to? I can walk it over.
Go ahead. Oh.
Oh boy.
Nice catch.
Princess Leia. Very nice.
Nice.
Seems like she could have been in a gold
I
bikini.
guess. I assume there is a
That's
gold
the
bikini
chase.
option.
Unfortunately, there's not.
What?
They don't have one of those yet.
Why?
Family friendly.
That's a huge miss.
Bob would be cleaning his own doll.
That's like I had a very tiny screwdriver. I'd take the dress off.
Hey guys, in that article, did they give a number for a cleaning service?
Yeah.
It's like, we have a Indiana Jones Funko. No, there's no whip and hat. It's him when he's a teacher. He's
Well,
dressed
and
You
that's the end game one for you is the Indiana Jones, but it's going to take a little bit to get
is that
a hold of one
tough
of
to
those.
locate?
Yeah.
You
Well, this is very cool, Cory. Thank you so much. This is awesome.
No problem, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Can I
Happy
open it now?
birthday.
Oh yeah, of course.
you see Bob on the phone with Montreal. He's like, option 2, brown hair.
Hey, hey, Bob,
Gold
your ticket to
bikini.
Barcelona. Your ticket to Barcelona is in the mail.
It's a
Happy
bobblehead.
birthday.
Yes.
Thanks, Todd. How did you know? Is it because I can pronounce Barcelona?
Barcelona.
Why is it a bobblehead?
Because
It's a
it says
special.
it's a bobblehead.
It's a special edition.
Sorry?
Bobblehead.
Yeah.
It said
it's a
bobblehead.
So that's this week's Funko This.
That's
All
awesome.
right.
That's awesome. Thank you, man. I
All right.
appreciate that.
And to continue on with the idea of your birthday,
This is from me, Todd, and Cory.
Oh, man. You guys didn't have to do anything at all. If this is booze, I'm leaving. It is.
It's kombucha.
no, we had some foresight. We might be dicks, but apparently
that's
we're
for
not.
sure.
We're not that big of a dick.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
individually wrapped.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? We're going to be like, hey, when this is all over, I'll buy you some booze? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
We're a little smarter than that.
I already did that.
Well, Grey Poupon. Fantastic. And some Miller's gift cards. I better use those quick.
It's up for sale. It's not sold.
And for $4 million, I don't see it going anywhere.
Yeah,
Is
Exactly.
it $4 million?
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
The
and
asking
it
price.
may be sold as Miller's and still remain open as Miller's.
I'm very sure.
I already put in my bid, but I didn't.
100.
I'm not. I didn't bid that even anywhere near that.
$17.
You got 20. I would say you got 25 on it.
I got a hundy on it.
That's right, a hundy. Sorry.
It's $98 overvalued, sir.
Todd, when we were up for homecoming in Alma, found out that the Pine Knot bar is for sale.
Yeah, probably for $4 million as well.
No, it's it's like 250,000.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, Bowen's like, we should do this. I'm like, yeah, but then you'd have to move to Alma, so I'm out.
Yeah.
Nice. And tomato juice. Fantastic. And Bob, man, you guys are the best. Bob Evans Coupon. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So you've got this. So you can get
Oh
your
shit! I
your-
missed this totally.
Yeah.
Westport, nice.
You can get your healthy food now, all your salmon and good stuff.
Jesus, man, you guys, this is like way too much.
Well, happy birthday,
Way
buddy.
too much. Thank you guys.
No problem.
Fröhliche Geburtstag
Gesundheit.
auf Deutsch. That's a German happy birthday, bitch.
Wait, was bitch in there too?
Yeah.
I believe it's pronounced Geburtstag.
That's what I said, dude.
All right. No need for some pugilism on the podcast. Hey, before we take a break, I did because Greg's here. Greg, I've been saving this news article for a long time.
Oh boy.
In fact, I think you've been here twice since I found it, and we just didn't have any time for it. But this is from inverse.com. It's a list of, the article is buy or die, 27 prepper items you need to survive the apocalypse.
Greg's like, got him.
Well, so I want to find out and see if you can guess any of these. So there's a few different questions that they have in the site, some graphs and shit. So I want to kind of pose it to the group, not just Greg, but anybody. We already know, Greg, what's in your apocalypse bag. I think you outlined that on a previous podcast in great detail. But so the first thing here is they've got 3,000 responses to the question, which of these items would you put in your bag? So if you could guess the three items that 3,000 people have responded to say would put in their bag, what would you say?
I would say the first one would be some sort of food. Like, are we talking like I'm leaving home forever bag, or like a get home bag, a bug out bag?
No, the question that they asked their readers, and this whole article is basically just a summary in graph form of like their responses. So the question they were asked were, what's in your apocalypse bag? You know, the backpack you carry when the world ends. These are essentials for the post-apocalyptic world that can fit in a standard backpack. So the setting for the poll is a partially looted big box store in your hometown.
Partially.
Big box store, right. Which I assume is like a Meijer, Walmart.
Yeah. Probably some sort of like either axe or machete.
Okay.
Like a canteen or something to hold water in.
Okay.
Trying to think we like the popular ones. And some sort of weapon, ammo, a knife.
Okay. Anybody else want to chime in that?
I agree.
Yeah, I'm like, you got to get something to hold water, something to make fire.
That's what I was going to add.
Yeah, something to make fire.
If you have a machete or an axe, I mean, that's technically a weapon right there.
Yeah.
So then I would say, something to carry water in, and then something to start a fire with.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Uber Eats.
So
a first aid kit would be another one.
So I'm going to read you. I'm going to read you their
three.
answers.
Okay.
So these are the most popular answers from their readers. And I guess so there's 3,000 plus people, and the setting is it's a partially looted big box store that you're going to get these items. So the most votes were for a brand new flashlight, batteries not included. And second was a telescoping magnetic pickup tool. And then third was the aluminum seat post of a bicycle.
A telescoping magnetic pickup tool. What is that?
You've never seen those?
Yeah.
So it's a magnet on a stick.
Yeah, you pick up nails.
It's
You have to get your roof done.
For what?
A lot of auto shops have them, and a lot
Like
of
you
old
drop a
people have
nut
them.
when you're working on a car.
Yeah,
you drop
but
something down.
would that be an end of the world thing?
No, I wouldn't have. You can hook up a wire to a screwdriver to a battery and magnetize the screwdriver. I would never carry something like that.
Yeah,
I would do it that way.
What's the application?
I mean, it'd be great for like, I dropped something down there, I have to pick it up. But I'm not going to spend that time. I'll just leave.
Like
I assume drop it down there like in the rubble, because everywhere is going to be rubble. It's
Yeah,
post-apocalypse.
That's a stupid
that's
thing.
really-
I'm definitely not wasting space in my bag. For that.
no, that's dumb.
That's like if I stumble upon it and I got room, I'm like, I'll grab that.
But isn't it like it's telescoping, so isn't it like the size of a pen? It's not going to take up that much.
Yeah.
I mean, they only go out like this far.
Yeah,
Right, but you put it in your bag. It's like putting a pen in your bag.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't.
ounces equals pounds, and
I can't figure out what does it get you when you're trying to
Exactly.
survive.
It's not. It's,
Never
it's,
once in my life been like, I would need this for something, especially in an apocalyptic
Yeah,
world.
that's. I mean, I would rather have a water shut-off tool.
The only way I would want a flashlight would be if it was, like a kinetic or something like that, where I could generate power, because batteries are going to go.
Yeah, the solar powered / wind up flashlights, and plus, if you're in the city, for the most part, if you go into a half looted Walmart or something like that, the batteries and flashlights are gone. They're gone.
So now I think about this for a second. Bob, it was 3,000 people were surveyed.
Yeah.
And in that survey, that was the number one thing of three. So more people than anyone picked that thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Then that tells me there's something that we're missing,
3,000
guys.
stupid people.
No, there was
That tells me we're missing something. That means that some number of these people actually know of an application that makes a simple, small telescoping magnet a very, very high value
Right.
thing. I think that's
I don't
that
think
you need
it's
to
high
research
value.
that thing.
it's definitely a useful tool, but it's not going to be the
It's not an end of the
be
world
all
tool.
end all thing.
But I'm saying there's something we don't know about. Maybe it can help you create electricity to power things or recharge batteries. Ultimately, because it's a magnet. I'm saying that we're probably missing the fact that so many people went with it. I'd be interested to know.
You could,
because I can't imagine.
I'd rather have string. Like I said, you can make one of those magnets. You don't need that. Like I wouldn't grab that.
I think something to grab would probably be a bicycle.
Yeah, a bike would be for transportation.
I mean, imagine you could go.
But they just took like the center post from a bicycle, right?
The aluminum post from which I assume would be your weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had a bicycle, I mean, you can anything that's chasing you can go faster then, and it's doesn't require you to fill up any kind of energy. So it seems like it would make a lot of sense to grab.
All right, so this next one is so the three items that they gave him to choose from. How many would put this item in your bag? So the three items are a can of sardines, a 5-year day calendar, and a working iPad, but it's the one from the display shelf with no charging cable.
The sardines.
Yep.
I don't even like sardines, but it's food. It's food. It's
That'll
useful.
last forever.
Yeah, 70% said sardines. So of these three items, which one do you think they picked? The most people picked 50 feet of nylon rope, 5 N95 masks, or 2 pairs of waterproof winter gloves.
The number one, the rope.
The rope is.
Yep.
I mean, depending on the climate too, though. But the rope would be
the most useful.
Helpful in everything.
Yeah. Excellent, guys. You were spot on. So here's 3 more items. So who picked? Which one was the most popular? First is a USB stick you find in the register that has a Post-it note attached, which reads "Daddy's Bitcoin Stash," and the second is 200 penicillin pills, 500 milligrams each, and the third is
there you go.
the penicillin. That doesn't matter what you say.
Really, there's nothing else that you can say.
All right. The last one was the second highest chosen, a solar powered battery charger for consumer electronics.
No, I would take the penicillin.
Very useful. I'd still take the
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Another set of 3: a Leatherman style multi-tool, a self-winding watch, or a Pulaski axe.
The multi-tool.
The Leatherman.
Yeah. Leatherman was the top.
I got one. I told you that. I carry it with me all the time, and then you challenge me.
I was gonna say it's right. Where's it at right now, Todd?
Damn it!
He's like
all the time.
I think that was your response last time too. Wasn't it? Damn it!
It's right across the way there. I could get to it in 2 steps. 10.
All right,
17 steps.
Another set of 3: 5 tubes of toothpaste, 1 pair of noise-canceling headphones, and a new roll of duct tape.
Duct tape.
Yep.
Duct tape.
Next set of 3: propane torch, medium-sized camouflage roll-up tent, or 15 by 15 nylon cargo net.
A tent.
Yep. Nick's
Consider that cargo net. It's appealing.
No, Nick's looking at the screen right here.
Okay. Roller skates, toe shoes, or unbranded Crocs-like shoes. Don't answer, Cory. I know what your answer is.
Unbranded crock.
I'm sorry. What was that second one?
Toe shoes.
What are toe shoes?
What is that?
Like the things you have, Nick. The running, the Vibram.
You talk about the like rock climbing shoes? Yeah.
Oh,
well, then those for sure.
Yeah, I would pick those
I'd
over
probably
Crocs.
pick those, but I bet you people pick Crocs.
Yes, they did.
Well,
Feel good, Cory?
You can't run in Crocs.
the toe shoes are actually very bad for you if your feet are not used to them.
Right, but once you get used to them, you're good.
Well, yeah, but if you're, it's all in the apocalypse.
You're talking about the one where there's individual spaces for your. Okay, so those are toe shoes. Those aren't the ones I was thinking of.
Are you
correct? Neither was I.
Yeah.
I'd say the Crocs.
Are you running in Crocs to get away from someone?
Not very fast.
Who are we running from?
I would say, dude,
It's the apocalypse. You're running from
Other
everyone.
people.
Everyone is trying to kill you.
No, everybody should be running from me.
All
then.
the dogs, all the dogs that got out of the houses that the people died in and are now wild, and the wild animals. And
Dude, I'm a dog.
I mean, good luck
whisperer.
running away from them when your toes are broken.
And good luck clubbing a frickin' cougar with your bike. Frickin'
Your bike
Bike
post.
post.
exactly.
That was-
good luck with that.
And that was actually the number one complaint of those shoes when they were released. And the people that don't, they just throw them on and like, oh, I'm going to go hiking. Number one complaint was that everyone came back with broken toes.
Yeah, if you're not used to, it's basically walking around barefoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and that's they said you have to wear them and slowly work your way, like wear them around the house for a week, then start wearing them out. Like if you're only going to Kroger and all, like just putting them on and thinking like, oh, I'm going to go do the stuff I would normally do in a regular shoe. People ended up injuring their feet way more than it helped. So,
well, maybe I would just take the Crocs and then use the duct tape to tape them on so they wouldn't
There
come
you
off.
go.
All right. Next set of 3: an adjustable spanner wrench, restaurant quality metal kitchen tongs, or an Allen wrench set.
The first one.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Spanner wrench it is. A filter that turns your urine into drinkable water. A filter that cleans rain and other natural fresh water for drinking. Doesn't work on pee. And a pack of 100 carbon activated charcoal filter water sheets.
Oh, that one.
Charcoal water sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the
I would say B.
it was B.
B, but yeah, I mean the charcoal ones are good for everything though.
Yep.
Yeah. That one and the turning your urine into drinkable water was a tie for second.
Yeah, people don't understand you have to actually have urine to do that.
Yes.
So you need to
dehydrated.
If you haven't drank for 2 days, you might be in trouble.
Right. Okay. A, cargo pants that zip off at the knees.
Oh my God.
B, transition lenses miraculously in your prescription. And C, a still sealed bag of cannabis gummies that you find on the floor.
Yes, number C.
I'm going to take the cargo pants against better judgment. No.
Yeah.
Greg, I think you're undefeated. It was the cargo pants. Vindication. All right, so that's it for. I thought it would be an interesting thing, and I'm glad to take it off my list finally. Now that Greg's here. All right, guys, why don't we take a break, and we can come back and do a little gentleman's agreement. So I think everybody's got something to review. So, and listen, if you're listening to the podcast and this is your first time, or you like what you hear and you want to find us again, we've already kind of go over where to stream it from and where you can see us on YouTube and Facebook, etc. But while you're out there, give us a rating and give us a review if you can. That's what keeps the lights on here. So, thanks so much. If you are out there listening to us on any of those services, we'll be back in about 30 seconds. For those of you who are in the YouTube room or listening elsewhere, like you're tapping into Cory's light book, I'm talking to you, government. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Welcome back to the second half of episode 145 for Schnozzcast, the little podcast that could, if we so wanted to.
We should then.
All right. Some shots are being poured here, Todd. I forgot to ask you what you're drinking tonight.
Hey, I'm being pretty consistent. So tonight for my beer, I got my Rogue Brewing Bat Squatch Hazy IPA. And for my shot, I will be drinking a little Crown Apple.
You got to be getting to the end of that Crown Apple.
Oh, I've already replaced it.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he
It's
has
a new one.
several bottles laying around.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and pour yourself a shot if you haven't already, Todd. Looks like
I have. I'm ready.
Before we get a gentleman's agreement, we want to get that out of the way so that no one's bitching that shots are getting warm.
That's right.
So,
I hate when no one does
are
that.
you still doing the Revel Stoke? Nick?
No.
Oh.
So this week, I decided something new. Cory and I did the Revel Stoke roasted apple last week, like you and I had done the previous week or the week before. And Cory's reaction on his face was that of swallowing a bad clam,
Bad clam, oyster. It's one of the,
sucking on a lemon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, are we going to
something like
drink
that.
this shot or keep talking about Cory's?
it's all in
There
Nick's
we go.
court right now.
And so this week I decided to concoct something. So this week is Smirnoff Kissed Caramel with some green apple pucker for caramel apples.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers.
You sons of
Salute.
bitches.
Bob.
Hey,
Hold
happy
on, let me
birthday.
wipe your face there. Hold on.
Cheers.
Oh,
camel.
oh God.
It's not good. Don't
Here's
worry.
some
Oh, it's horrible.
kombucha.
It's terrible.
Cory immediately takes a drink of his water afterward. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it.
Oh, you should have seen him last
Sorry,
week. He was
of
like,
course.
oh God.
No, the whiskey was way worse.
I'm like, he's like, he looked at me. He's like, yeah, it's just,
this is much stronger than what we're normally doing.
Yeah, it's not.
I go, yeah, it's much stronger, Cory. It's whiskey. It's just Fireball. I'm like, yeah, well, Fireball is like bullshit, but this is actually whiskey. I'm like,
He's like, I'm sorry, dude. I wasn't expecting that.
and I'm like, yeah, but we have to do less of these. We don't have to do as many. He's like,
All right, I guess that's true.
How do you sound exactly like him? How do you do that?
It's nowhere near Todd.
All right.
oh, it's the MF and Gentleman's Agreement. Oh, done.
Yeah.
I was confused for a second. I'm like, where's that coming from?
Nick's like, I'm not talking right now.
Right.
What is going on?
Can they always hear my thoughts?
All right, Todd Dillon. I want to start
Yes,
with you,
sir.
You
Alrighty.
had Sweet Tooth from, I can't
Sweet
remember
Tooth.
who.
For me.
From Nick.
It's from Nick.
D minus, yeah.
No, not a solid D minus. It's one of those ones I wanted to give pass fail, but I'm not. I'm going to give it a solid C plus for right now because I'm intrigued. But
Yeah.
and
Did you not finish it?
I did my 2 episodes. It's a series.
Oh, I thought it was a movie. Sorry.
No, it's a series. So the 30-second synopsis: post-apocalyptic, not nuclear weapons, some sort of virus has people and what they call normal people and hybrids. The hybrids are like deer people, rat people. There's a little pig baby that I've seen. So it's this mashup. It's kind of like a grim-ish meets Lord of the Rings type setup. But essentially, 2 episodes in, still tough to see. The one thing that I will say, Nick, that actually is cracking me up every episode is I'm like, there's this slight like 5% chance that these hybrids were created because somebody got drunk and poked a deer in the woods. Like there's a little bit of ambiguity, like whether this virus just made people. Because I'm like, well, like there's a virus, and so people are mutating into animals. It was animals that they were near, like at the end, but like there's this slight sexual undertone of like your mother and I, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Did you like wing a deer and she was still warm in the woods and you treat her like a freaking Barcelona robot?
But the premise of it as it moves on is interesting. It's comical to watch, but they do a really good job with the CGI and stuff like that. But it's comical to watch because there's some underlying truth because it's like, well, wait, yeah, maybe not to this extent, but every creature on Earth has constantly adapted and evolved throughout the years.
Sure.
And is this the pandemic that said, okay, we need to revert back to nature, and adapt to these different, evolve into these different things,
Sure.
And
it makes
it
you
all
think.
Basically happened at once,
Yep.
humans, that what separates us opposable thumbs and walking upright and things like that, obviously didn't happen over a pandemic, but we have changed substantially. So it's interesting to think about the premise of it. So
Yep. So I gave it a solid C plus because, like I said, there's a couple of things I could nitpick as far as kind of the acting and then even the storyline. But I'm intrigued, and I will continue to watch it. So it is a solid C plus with the potential of getting better.
sweet
So I would recommend.
tooth.
All right. Greg Gumtow.
Yes,
You had Blunt Simple from me.
I did.
Okay.
I will not be as harsh as Cory.
I appreciate that. I mean, hopefully, just being an honest review. If it's harsh, it's fine. I can take it.
No, I mean, I can see where you're coming from because the acting is absolutely terrible. I mean, it's just god awful. The plot line was interesting,
But not interesting enough.
but not, you can tell it's an 80s movie. I guess if you've ever seen a movie from the 80s, this is like the quintessential 80s movie.
Okay. So 30 seconds. What's it
30
about?
seconds. Bar owner suspects one of the guys is sleeping with his wife. Finds out that he is. Tries to get somebody to hire him.
Sorry,
Hires
I should say spoiler. There's spoilers.
There's a spoiler. Private Eye investigates it. Basically, to kill this guy and the wife. well, the private investigator. I won't give all the spoilers away, but anyways, it was so weird to watch.
Okay.
Just because it's so bad. But I couldn't stop watching it. It was so bad I couldn't stop watching it.
Be as harsh as Cory.
It was so bad I couldn't turn away. It's like a train wreck, right?
Yeah,
like everybody goes by car accident. Everybody's got to look.
So you're saying it was the 80s film noir version of like Jersey Shore.
Yeah, if you didn't tell me it was from the 80s, you would know it's from the 80s.
Okay.
If it had better actors, it honestly probably wouldn't be bad if they remade it today. Just with the way the special effects work.
Didn't age well.
It did not. No, it didn't. It didn't age well at all.
Okay.
I guess that would be the biggest. We were talking about like movies that stand the test of time. That one did not.
All right.
I mean, I didn't mind it. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it again. But
no, you don't have to. I'll just assign it to somebody else.
I don't even want to watch it now.
It might be too late for that. All right.
You'll watch it and you'll love it.
D+. How's that? How'd you get the letter grade?
D+. I'm trying to remember what Cory gave it.
F-.
Was it F-?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Okay. Cory, you had to watch the Pelican Brief.
I did. That was from Krabby, right?
No.
That was from you, Todd?
Oh, okay. TD exclusive.
Well, it has Denzel in it. So right there, already it was a good solid pick.
So can you do a quick 30-second, like, spoiler-free? Here's the plot.
Yeah, Denzel and Julia Roberts. There's a conspiracy involving the government that goes all the way up to the White House. Denzel's a news reporter. Julia Roberts is a person of interest that knew some inside people to all this conspiracy. She is the one that wrote the Pelican Brief. It gets out, and basically they try to kill her for it. That's that 30-second synopsis. Great pick. Now that is, to me, that is a movie that did age well with time.
Awesome.
It's. I mean, yeah, the effects and all that. Not that they use many effects throughout the movie, but it was at that time where they were actual real effects. Things were blowing up. People were actually doing their own stunts. So to me, it upheld that aspect. And then just the writing of it, it's a great plot. So
awesome. That makes me feel good. I've been taking some risks going old school.
Yeah, no, that definitely stands the test of time.
But awesome. Aren't you on like an unbroken streak here, Todd, of great reviews?
I've got a couple in a row, dude. This is that's the whole thing. Because again, I'm not trying to be rude on anybody. I'm hard on myself, but I'm taking some chances, and I'm loving it that these guys are loving some of these movies. This is awesome.
All right. So we're down to 2. Nick.
Yes.
You have Rushmore from me.
Rushmore. Yeah.
Rush less.
I'll be honest with you. I loved it.
All right.
I loved it. I thought it was very interesting. I loved, and I know I've seen Jason Schwartzman like in other stuff, but I hadn't. I didn't really hit the nail on the head, like knowing, couldn't put my finger on who he was. But I thought he did a phenomenal job, and I love how Bill Murray kind of took a back role almost, but I loved how it was one of his serious roles, and people, there's been a lot of talk back and forth as to if he can do like a serious role. He's got that still underlying dry humor, deadpan kind of face, but there weren't like a lot of Bill Murray one-liners or anything like that. But he still nailed it. I think it was great. It was an awesome movie. It didn't seem dated, and I would definitely watch it again. It was very interesting. It threw me for a curve because I wasn't expecting that at all.
What were you expecting?
I don't know.
Dog shit.
I didn't know what to expect. It was called Rushmore, so I didn't.
But I think I mentioned when I signed it to you that I wanted to give you. I think we're on the topic of Bill Murray. You just had 2 in a row.
Yeah.
3 in a row.
3 in a row.
3 in a row.
Caddyshack, The wrong Bill Murray documentary, the right Bill Murray documentary, and then Rushmore.
And then the week, and then he had The Godfather, and the week after that he had Stripes.
Oh, that's right. Stripes was in there too. Yeah,
Rushmore. Yeah. So I wanted to do something where I'm like, if you think you know Bill Murray and you don't know whether he really can act, like this is the movie to watch.
It was great, dude. It was you wanted to, as weird as Max was in the movie, like you wanted to, be his biggest fan, but he also had these, really weird quirks to him where you couldn't necessarily back up, but anyone that's ever been in love, like you understood, and I didn't even know until they announced it in the movie that he was supposed to be as young as he was, maybe because he didn't look that young, like they just put braces on him. But when she was like, "Oh, you're 15," and I'm like, "Wait, what?"
But he definitely carried himself like a 15-year-old.
Yes, kid. Yes. His mindset and the hopeless romantic, puppy dog love kind of thing. Like, yeah, he carried that. And she did the teacher. She did a phenomenal job too. I've seen her. She was actually in an episode of Friends.
Was she really?
Yeah, she was in when they went to London.
Okay.
Joey was making out with her.
Really?
Yeah. What's her name? Olivia Williams.
Okay.
But yeah, that it was awesome. It was weird though. It was a very weird twist because I don't know if they could really make a movie like that. Basically, the story is that this elementary school teacher and then this 15-year-old kid who's at a prep school in what was it, middle school maybe, probably. He was 15.
Yeah.
He ends up getting kicked out, but it's like a silver spoon in the mouth prep school, and he ends up through the process, spoiler alert, getting kicked out, but he falls in love with this hot teacher who's also at the school, but at the grade school level, and she's in her 30s, and he's supposed to be 15, and they make out at certain points, and they talk about it, and well, you're only 15, and you can tell she likes him, and there's this romantic interest back and forth, but she doesn't do anything, and I'm like, I don't feel like that would fly today, at all.
I guess it'd be all in the presentation.
Yeah. But even just saying that,
yeah,
I could see a lot of butthurt people being like, no, this is rape. This is,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but, I mean, I feel like that's shit that happens or happened, and I think that they did it tactfully.
Yeah.
And ignoring it and saying that it probably doesn't happen is probably just turning a blind eye.
I see the point you're trying to make.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was interesting, but yeah, it was crazy. But nowadays it would be
Cory's
the Me
got something
Too,
to
and
say.
she'd be locked up, and
That's the long 30 seconds. That's all I'm saying.
No, I never agreed to any 30-second synopsis. That's Bob's thing.
Bob does that
We
to
can
get
play
things
back
moving.
the tape, but I feel like after I said that, you said, okay.
No, it's because I just disregarded it.
Implicit.
That's just something you came up with that
Compliance.
you don't even follow. So
Sure I do.
Never.
I try.
So on the Bill Murray topic,
Yeah.
you've never seen Scrooge.
Well,
Maybe.
we don't know
I
if
don't
this
remember.
Bill Murray streak is going to end.
No, I know.
might not be
I'm
the
just,
last
I'm just
thing.
saying for upcoming ideas, maybe in December.
Oh, there's,
for
there's a lot
Christmas.
of there's a lot of Bill Murray.
Maybe
There's
for
a lot of
Christmas.
movies he hasn't seen.
Speaking of which, we have not talked about this yet. Before anyone else goes, we haven't talked about this yet. We're going to Firekeepers. Are we going to be doing a podcast there? We're there for 2 days.
I was thinking about that today.
We're there for 2 days in a suite. Are we? I mean,
I'm sure they have Wi-Fi.
maybe.
If you guys want to try it, yeah. I mean, worst comes to worst, we can record it. We don't have to stream it.
Yeah. So I think
Up to you.
if we're there for 2 nights, I mean, we could probably do that. It's
Okay.
It's 2 hours. I mean, we could get there at 6 or 7 p.m. and do it till 9, and then have the rest of the night and the rest of the next day.
We could do it the morning after we get there.
Yeah, because that's gonna. Yeah, we're all gonna be up that next
We could
morning.
do it. My point is, we could do it at any time we want.
Bob, this is like one of the first weekends in November when Bob's done with this challenge and he can finally drink. And we're in a suite for 2 days, being able to drink and eat for half price.
Yeah.
And we're gonna wake up early in the morning and do a podcast.
No.
Well, if I wake up early in the morning, I'd start drinking.
Although Bob may pass out early, get like a good 12 hours in of sleep to recover. I mean, this could happen.
Yeah,
you guys,
could.
I don't know.
It could.
Easiest way to wake him up, you just unplug his machine.
Hey, that reminded me of
I mean, you
something.
might as well put your hand over my mouth.
Bob, are you awake?
I just hope that the blood doesn't pool into his feet again at this hotel.
Oh, I do.
No.
I know how to fix that.
No. I'm sorry. So who's next?
Before we go, that just reminded me of something, guys.
Sure.
Because we need to get on this right away. I need to get. Hey, Nick, you're going to have to apply for the permits for the helicopter again because
okay,
I'll be there to do a couple episodes in December.
December. Nice.
That sounds fantastic.
Schnozzcast exclusive.
Sir, I know you had some issues, as did Bob, with the sleeping accommodations. If you want to...
Why did I have issues with it?
When you and Lori stayed, and it was like a car accident when you guys left. And I was like, dude, there was shit there was shit everywhere. The bed was out, and you were like... It was the worst sleep I've ever had, and I just had to leave. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. Next time we'll have a California King ready for you. But Todd said something similar. He was like, oh, God, that was horrible sleeping on that futon. And I'm like, okay. So apparently next time.
Some of the best sleep in my life.
Todd is going to, thank you, Cory. Todd's going to send a mattress in like the guy from Seinfeld. It's just going to show up at the door and it'll be ready for him.
Purple will be there.
The purple will be there.
Okay. All right. I had from Cory, I had the final member to bring full circle the whole deviant, dirty theme we've been on this entire podcast. So I pulled it up on Hulu. That's where you can find it, folks, if you really want to. And I'm like, what the fuck? So in 30 seconds, let me pull up the clock. You can time me. So it's 1:36:25. So in 30 seconds, there's a guy in Iceland who is in charge of he's opened up the Icelandic Phallological Museum, which is a museum of penises from all around the world, from different species. They've got a giant whale penis. They've got a little tiny chicken penis. Rooster penis. Everything. The problem is the only thing that he doesn't have is the male genitalia. A human. Right. So the entire movie, the entire documentary is about, damn it, that's 3 seconds. It's about these two guys that are lobbying him to be that guy, to donate their genitalia to be famous in this Icelandic museum, which is the largest penis museum in the world.
So, now to add to that,
you don't need to add to that.
There's nothing else to add.
One of the guys is lobbying to have his penis in the museum.
Now, don't spoil anything. No. This is my review. Spoiler free.
Right, God,
I'm surprised they have trouble finding like some porn star somewhere has to be like, you can have my dick when I die.
Oh, that's where things get interesting.
Yeah. So I don't want to spoil anything about it because these two guys are two very different guys, and that's all I'll say. And
I'm not giving mine to anybody.
He's gonna kind of go like, what do I do? So. Long and short of it is, I started.
Short of it.
Was this still 30
I'm giving you
seconds?
a little both.
Smooth my balls.
No, my review could be however long it is. My synopsis was 30 seconds or supposed to be.
Okay.
Actually, it wasn't.
We don't stick to that anyway. We don't care. I wanted to hate it. I'm like, maybe I can only watch like 20 minutes because it's clear what happens in this. I don't need to watch the entire thing.
Though.
So it's not. And I will say, I watched to the end. It was one of the most touching documentaries I've seen in a while.
Okay.
It was really
cried?
kind of moving.
You
The
cried.
story of this guy, and
You cried.
I did not cry.
Then
The
you
story
weren't
of this
moved.
guy and the story of the two guys that are trying to get into the museum was really kind of a heartfelt story. It's not what you think it is. This documentary is not like a schlocky, like, let's just talk about dicks for an hour and 20 minutes. They do talk about it, but it's not just that.
I'm not saying it's all about dicks, but it's all about
exactly,
dicks.
it's all
I mean-
about dicks.
Corey watched a documentary about dicks and loved it and assigned it to me. I couldn't make it any clearer than that. So I guess I'd give it a B+.
Wow.
Nice.
I was hoping you were going to give it a hard dick, but
A hard D.
Oh,
Solid D. All right. So let's do assignments for next week. So, Corey, I got you. Todd, you got Greg. Corey's got Todd. Greg's got Nick, and Nick has me.
excellent.
Excellent. Anybody want to go first?
Yeah, I will.
Go ahead.
Bob
Yeah.
Gurn, Mr. Blandstone.
Gurn.
That's what they tell me.
That's what they tell me. Have you seen the Grand Tour?
Is it a show or a?
It's a show.
That's what I was trying to assign to you about a month ago, Nick. I couldn't remember the name of it.
Is that the
that the Amazon one,
Is that the
or
British
is it-
show? Or?
Yes.
So
Okay,
the British
Amazon.
one, there's two of them now. There's an American version, a British version.
Yeah. Which one?
There's
But then there's
the
the British one
version.
is the old
There's the British version.
Top Gear.
Top Gear is also British. So the
Yep.
Grand Tour is British. So Top Gear used to be on the BBC, and it got too raunchy for the BBC, and they let him go.
Because of Jeremy, what's his name?
Yeah, he told the producer to go fuck himself, to go get fucked, and the producer
On the show?
I don't
no,
think
it's
so.
behind the show.
And the producer got a little butthurt, and he let him go, and so they kicked him off the BBC, and they've been on for so fucking long,
There's like 17 seasons.
doing such a phenomenal job that Amazon was like, "We gotcha," and Amazon gave them their own. So the Grand Tour, it's available on Amazon, and the Top Gear and the Grand Tour are both phenomenal. They're hysterical.
I've heard a lot of good things, but so is there a Grand Tour with these same guys that used to do Top Gear?
Yes.
And then there's an Americanized Grand Tour?
There's American Top Gear. I'm sorry. There's an American Top Gear. There's also a new British Top Gear.
So
make
there's-
sure you go with
But there's
the
only
Grand
one
Tour.
Grand Tour.
Yes.
There's only one Grand Tour, but to my understanding, the only Top Gear I saw was the British one.
There's an American version. It's terrible.
Okay.
Well, wasn't Matt LeBlanc on that show?
He's on the British one.
Oh, the British one.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that.
And-
I believe.
And I'll tell you right now, I just recently got exposed to it because of Mike. He was telling me about it, but he hasn't seen all the episodes.
It's a good show.
And we started turning it on like while we were working, and
It's all
I think it's your style of humor because I very much it's that dry like British and like kind of intelligent humor, and
Jeremy Clarkson's hilarious.
and I fucking several times
I agree.
I was like doing shit at Mike's house, and I'm like, like just hearing it in the background, not even looking at it. Like I just started dying laughing. It's supposed to be about cars. The show is supposed to be about cars, and it's peppered in there, but it's mostly just their humor, and it's hysterical.
Okay. All right. Todd, you got one for Greg?
so keeping with the theme, I'm hoping he hasn't seen this. Have you seen Ex Machina?
yes.
Ex Machina,
Yes.
yeah.
Ex Machina.
Damn it!
Back to the drawing board. We can move on. Why don't we move
Well,
on?
actually, so let me. No, I got a quick follow up. Have you seen Sling Blade?
Yes. Who hasn't seen? Well, outside of Nick, who hasn't seen that movie?
Oh, Todd's seen a lot of movies, so this is a.
I'll
I
have
know.
you know that I have not seen that.
Yeah.
How about Greg? Do you have something for Nick?
Have you seen The Professional? Leon the Professional?
Is that a Hitman movie?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more.
Yes, I assigned it to you back.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
so
you've
I've
seen that?
it,
Okay. Okay. Ganglands. It's on Netflix.
yeah. Ganglion is about cis.
Ganglands.
Oh no, I have not seen that.
Okay. It's a season. It's a series
Okay,
from 2021. Don't get it mixed up with the
don't get it
History
twisted.
Don't
Channel.
get
Show.
it twisted.
That's the most gangster you've ever been, Bob.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
Okay, you lost.
You want another shot?
Yeah. Is it the Good Boys?
It's pronounced Hardy Boys.
Who are you asking? And what are you asking? Is it the Good Boys? I don't.
Is it?
Hang on.
It's a fucking simple question, Bob. Is it?
Is it the Good Boys?
Is it?
Yes.
That's.
Everyone?
Hang on.
Yay or nay?
There's a lot of what have yous in that.
Corey and I give it a thumbs up
Strikes and
for
gutters.
being the good boys.
It is the Good.
No. The series on is it? I think it's Prime, right?
If you're talking
Is it-
about the police
is
show,
it
it's called
Prime?
Bad Boys.
Is it Prime, Corey?
Is it the Bad Boys?
Sure, yeah.
No.
Good boys. That the
No.
Is it about like it's about kids?
Hang
Or
on.
drone?
I'm sorry. It's
Is it a dog show called Good Boy?
No, it's about the superheroes.
It's just called The Boys.
The boys. Yeah, I've seen the
Boys,
boys.
that's
Yes,
it.
I've seen
He's
the
saying,
boys.
all right, back to the drawing board again.
Oh yeah, definitely seen that. That was so
boys.
good.
All right.
That show was amazing.
Glad we did all that.
So, Corey, you got one for Todd.
Yeah, Todd, you have Searching for Sugar Man.
Searching for a Sugar Man.
Yes.
Sounds like it's about drugs.
Got
The
it.
furthest thing from, but
All right. So we're still waiting for Todd to give one to Greg.
Yes.
Corey.
yes.
All right. I know we talked about it in the past. Did you ever watch? You're gonna tell me we probably watched it together. Love and Death and Robots.
Yes.
Did we watch it together?
Yes.
Fuck.
That's cute.
While cuddling.
Did he fall asleep? He falls asleep with me.
I'm ready to try. This is so again. I think Greg and I are very, very similar, but on many things. So this is tough. Have you seen Silicon Valley?
No, I have not.
There you go.
That's the.
All right.
Can't wait for Greg to give it an F.
No, it says here it's created by. I know what it is. It's created by Mike Judge, so it can't be like all terrible.
It could. It totally could.
Oh jeez.
It is not, dude. This is
Or
risky
that
for
the
me
one
again.
where like the one is like they're mining for Bitcoin? Is there like an episode about that? I feel like I've seen an
Maybe if
episode
you
about
watched
that.
it, you'd know.
I don't know what it was.
I'd have to think. There's several episodes. You'll know if you've seen it.
Okay.
If you would remember if you actually
Yeah,
got
I know.
hooked on it.
I've literally only seen like one episode,
it-
if it is. So I'll watch it
Is
from
it
the start.
Is it the Good Boys?
No.
Sorry.
Is it
Sorry, I screwed it up.
Is it Prime?
Silicon Valley.
All
What
right,
is it?
okay.
I should start doing that with my assignments, just asking questions like, is it tapeworm?
Is it yellow?
Exactly. You're welcome, Nick.
Thank you, buddy.
Corey, have you seen This Is Spinal Tap?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, what? I gotcha.
So good.
Oh, I gotcha.
This is Spinal Tap?
This is Spinal Tap.
Yeah, no, that does not.
Not to be confused with the 90s flick. This is the story of a girl.
Yes.
You lost me.
Or the song.
All right. So I think we're
Lost
done.
me. Jackass.
All right, I think we're done with that then. Let's do Corey, let's do a little lightning round before we get into pick of the week because I think I got we're only like 17 minutes in.
Hey, Bob, just a reminder.
Yeah.
Since we're not ready for today, we have to get back to Corey's Lebowski game. That actually is pretty fun.
Yeah,
We haven't done that in a while.
we have not. I don't think I'm prepared to do it today.
No, I'm not saying tonight. I'm saying, hey, just put it on the docket.
All right. Next well, you know what? I'm not going to be here, but you guys could do it next weekend.
Well, if you're not going to be here, I don't want to do it.
Fair enough.
Thanks, Todd.
2 weeks then. Okay, so lightning round, just some quick
Yeah.
Quick as in quotations.
It never turns out to be quick.
there a lot of them are yes, no, or one word answers. But if it provokes conversation, that's awesome. So, Greg, what's the scariest animal?
Scariest animal?
Yeah.
Snake?
Whoever said it wasn't quick, a good call.
Yeah. Snake.
Corey.
Dinosaurs.
That's silly.
Nick?
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Greg, you got a good point. I'm surprised it's not a jackalope for Cory, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
Again, still, these dinosaurs were real at one point.
Yeah, my jackalope
you don't
sitting
think
right
those
behind
are
you.
real? I'm gonna say a badger.
Okay. Todd?
To be fair,
All right, why don't-
dinosaurs is not an animal.
No, that's the worst answer ever.
It'd be like if I said it'd be like if I was like mammals.
Yeah. Plants.
I think
Plants
snake
also-
for me then. Snake. Dinosaurs.
He's not good.
I'm
with
just going to
stuff
say
like
bears, and we can move on. Greg, apples or oranges?
Apples.
Apples.
oranges.
Well,
Todd?
before I moved to Washington, it would have been oranges. But since I've moved here, I've had the Honey Crisp and then the now much improved upon Honey Crisp, the Cosmic Crisp. So apples for show.
The Cosmic Crisp?
What the hell is that?
Cosmic Crisp
amazing.
apple. It is amazing.
It's out of this world.
Wow. Do I have to? Is it the kind of a store where I have to take a helicopter to get there?
Oh, it is in regular. Our version of Kroger is QFC or Fred Meyer or one of those two, and it's in both those stores. So
They're grown
same thing
at
as
the
Kroger.
International Space Station.
Cosmic Crisp, badass.
Then I'll go with apples. Greg, what do you think happens when we die?
I think that people miss you.
Lights out.
What? Okay.
That's it.
Total darkness.
Yep.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
I mean,
Okay.
do you remember before you were born?
Well, you're assuming that being born is the same as dying, but. And if you're assuming that, then that means that the soul, whoever you were before you were born, is who you're going to be after you die.
No one. You're done. See ya. Lights out. I'm with Cory.
It's depressing. Nick,
Spiritus.
Todd.
I think you get judged.
See, right about now, whenever I say it has to be something different, or Todd's or Nick's going, well, always copying of somebody.
He is a big copier. He loves going. He loves going last. So he's going to go last this time, and he's going to go first. So go last, and then the next one you'll go first. Yeah.
All right, that's fair enough.
Yep.
I think we get judged. So next question.
Son of a bitch.
Favorite action movie? Raiders. Greg.
Commando.
Oh, good pick.
Fuck. The
Big Lebowski.
Expendables.
Expendables. Okay. Nick.
Die Hard.
Todd.
Toss up between Snatch and Blade. Blade.
Okay.
Not Blade Runner. Cory loved that.
That's a terrible fucking movie.
Underappreciated. Favorite smell.
Bob, go.
I'm going. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. Your baby.
Oh my god.
Whose baby?
Yours.
If you have
Your
a baby.
baby.
If you have a baby.
Watch out.
Smelling your own baby.
That's
Dude,
creepy.
he is gonna smell the fuck out of your baby.
Like on day one?
Watch out.
Like
Can we give it a
instantaneoly,
no,
Bob, or like a
probably
week later?
A week later. Yeah, weekend. Week old.
Okay.
Yeah, not when it first
that
comes
little
out
bit.
because that would be
Yeah.
creepy.
By the way, when they first come out, generally they're cleaned shortly thereafter. It doesn't take a week to clean a baby. Anyway, go ahead.
It takes a week for the stink to go away.
Please get this
You
stench
just
off my
said that.
baby.
Mr. and Mrs. Selesky, there's a man outside that wants to come in and smell the baby. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Bring Bob
We
in.
haven't even cleaned him up yet.
She's like, how'd you know it was Bob?
Bob's like,
Oh, hello.
newly born baby. This isn't a scent you get all the time.
Just plaster down the window.
So creepy.
I didn't even think about the fact that none of you
What's that
fuckers
hair?
have babies and have
What's
no
that-
idea what I'm talking about.
What's that dark curly hair on that baby's face?
It smells like
Greg.
Campfire.
It's a good smell.
Okay.
right after Todd shaves his nuts.
With smoothmyballs.com. Turf Chopper 3000.
That's 3000.
Thank you, sir.
It's actually the 3.0, but anyhow,
So close.
we're not splitting hairs.
There's the ad money for the week. Gone. Nick.
I would say the scented markers from when I was a kid, the orange one.
That's your
Interesting.
favorite smell?
That's a great smell. They were awesome. The
Yeah,
markers
so
smelled like
Just so
different-
you're
Nick,
just
just
so
sit there
everyone's
all
caught
day.
up, Nick cooks every day for a living.
Yes.
And his favorite smell is an
marker.
old marker from when he was 12.
Yeah, they're meant to be smelled. They're not like I'm like sniffing markers. Like they were.
That's what it sounds like you're doing.
Like
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
those.
man.
I remember
orange,
those.
The orange smelled like orange. The yellow smelled like lemon.
grape.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I remember that.
Crayola was your brand, or
They were not Crayola, no.
no?
They were like called like high. I don't know what they're
Yeah,
called.
High.
I'm
Yeah,
with-
that's a
Brand
high.
version of marker.
no,
There's a lot of high in
Yeah.
there.
Nick, you and I are single mind. I can't remember the name of it, but we had them. Yep, absolutely.
Todd, what's your favorite smell?
Sweet pea and lavender, baby.
The combination of sweet pea
Wait,
and lavender?
Is the pea your sweet pea?
Sweet pea the blossom.
And they were called Mr. Sketch scented markers.
All right. Mystery solved, I guess.
He just ordered a whole bunch of them.
Yes.
I need
Not
to.
as heavy
Buy
on this.
now.
He can lay there in bed with his hair dryer blowing on him and just shoving 2 markers right up his nose.
Yeah, unfortunately, the futon's under construction, Corey, so you won't be able to stay tonight. I'm sorry.
Least favorite smell.
Bowling shoes. I got you. Use rental shoes.
Bowling shoes.
I worked at a bowling center most of my life. It's terrible.
That day you burped in my car. After you had,
I remember hearing about that
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
from Bucharest.
Yeah, just shawarma.
that was by far.
Tzatziki and
Corey, do you
lamb.
understand that 2 weeks ago he went to
Same burp?
Bucharest with fucking Lori, and he burped once.
I think Lori is the person you're referring to.
And he had not told me.
Yeah.
And I smelled like a wave of garlic in my kitchen, and I was like, no, there's no way.
Yeah.
Corey told me this story. This is not coming to life right now. And he burped again, and I literally looked at him and I go, but I didn't see him burp. Excuse me, each time, and I go, did you fucking just burp? And he goes, oh, hey, man, I'm so sorry. I said, didn't you say you went to Bucharest today? He's like, yeah. I'm like, this is the second time. He's like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I did. I'm like, oh, my God. I'm able to spot a burp from a scent.
Yeah, I've cleaned up dog vomit before, and it's, I'll gag a little bit. This actually made me throw up in my mouth. Dog vomit, I'll get like the dry heave. This was a full on immediately I was sick. I'm like that was the most disgusting.
I think for
smell.
a couple of weeks after that, every time I rode with Corey, whenever I got in the car, he immediately rolled the window down.
Yeah, it was fucking
It
terrible.
was stomach turning. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Because it smells like an amplified version of how it tastes, but stronger. Like it's a very strong, musty garlic. Like
and almost like it went out his ass and then he sucked it back in.
yeah,
and then it came out his
was,
mouth.
It was bad. It was a lingering, like stick to your clothes
Yeah,
scent.
yeah.
Love it.
I would say mine is going to be someone throwing up. Someone throwing
Yeah,
up
That's bad.
yeah.
is immediately identifiable, and it's that bile, stomach acid smell that just is absolutely putrid. So
Todd?
So thank you for saying that, so that I don't have to copy, because mine was going to be a blend again. But I will say just body odor, and you know what I'm talking about.
So with my rental shoes, that's terrible. But like my current job with a surgical instrument repair, we'll get suction tubes that you have to burn out things because they get clogged.
Yeah.
That smell is just
burn out what?
Whatever the goop is.
whatever the doctor sucked up while performing surgery.
So like an abscess or something like that.
Skin,
No.
blood, hair, whatever, and you have to burn it out to get it out. It's just
Tasty.
you make the new guys do it. You're like, hey, here's how you do this. You let them do it. You do it one time. You're like, I don't want to ever want to do this again.
So that being said, the old plague doctors that had the long crow face noses and everything like that.
Shoved it with herbs and stuff.
Yeah, the reason the nose was so long is they used to take burning incense and herbs and shove them in the beak of that because the stench of death was so bad that the doctors would inhale that first.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
Next.
awesome.
Yes.
I guess I'll say sauerkraut and move on.
Oh, dude, next time he's here, I'm eating so much sauerkraut. I'm gonna
Dude,
burp
you haven't
it
had
all
my
over his
sauerkraut.
town.
My sauerkraut's badass, Bob.
No.
But it's not.
If it doesn't
It
smell like
is.
sauerkraut, then I'd say
It doesn't
yeah,
smell like
you're probably
sauerkraut.
right.
It
All right.
doesn't smell like sauerkraut.
That's great.
It tastes
Ooh,
fabulous.
welcome. We've got
And-
all kinds of kraut going today.
And I'm German. Greg, exercise. Worth it?
Yes.
Cory?
Yeah.
Nick?
No.
I'm the only honest person in this fucking room.
Hold on. Todd? Todd.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I answered.
I missed it. We all
Yeah.
missed it. Okay, yes. All right. Yeah, I would
No.
agree with that.
Dude, really? One person in this room, please say yes.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah, can we get a big thing called a mirror and all stare into
No.
it and tell me that you all think exercise is worth it?
It sucks, but it is worth it
Yeah.
if you do it.
Yeah, but none of us do it.
No,
I do
I'm
it.
not.
I still do it every day.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
doing it for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'm not saying you have to do it for you to think the benefits of it are good. I know.
I'm
the benefits.
agreeing with you.
Yeah, I know that. I know the benefits are good.
Yeah, that's great.
It's just a matter of doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greg, flat or sparkling?
Wait, what?
Flat or sparkling?
Water,
Water. It's water.
Flat or sparkling?
still or
Flat
sparkling.
water? Just regular water.
So flat then.
Flat.
Yes.
Oh, sparkling. Water's for bathing.
They're both.
Jesus.
It's water both ways.
No, sparkling water is not for bathing. Regular water is
I've
disgusting.
never seen you drink sparkling water ever.
I will drink anything if it has carbonation in it. It's regular water, you may as well just fucking drink out of the tub. That's disgusting.
That's
You know, the troubling part is I've been filling this up from his water jug in the fridge. And
Why do you think
maybe
it's
that
just
water's
bath
been
water?
sitting there for years?
that filter's been needed to be changed for about.
No,
No,
because-
not from the fridge. The
because-
one's in the fridge.
Yeah, because
Oh.
because I mix it with Crystal Light and things like that. But just regular water. No,
I want to see a jug of sparkling water in that fridge next time we come over.
anything that has carbonation I would take any day over fucking water.
Todd, flat or sparkling?
Myth bobbles.
Two spark. Okay.
Bobbles, bangles, and bright
Two
shiny beads.
sparklings. I'm going with flat. I don't know what the fucking sparkling water thing is, but all right. So last one. You get one song, Greg, to listen to for the rest of your life. What is it,
Metallica's one.
Cory?
Ooh, that's almost too much to even think about.
We'll come back to you, Nick,
Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley.
for the rest
Never
of your
let
life.
you down.
Yep.
That song will never let you down.
It won't.
No, upon the 30th consecutive listen, it would be letting me down. Todd.
Comfortably numb. Pink Floyd.
Okay. I'll say Help in the Way, Slipknot, Franklin's Tower, Grateful Dead. Cory?
Billy Joel, Good Night Saigon.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I should have called that.
I mean, that's a crazy question, but
Oh, Crazy Game of Poker. There's another one.
yeah, but yeah, that's I could go all day long with stuff that I like to listen to forever, but
Good Night Saigon.
Actually, I'm gonna switch mine, Bob. Now,
Okay.
Bitches by Insane Clown Posse.
That also makes more
Good
sense.
Night Saigon. I remember listening to that for a year one night.
yeah,
Several nights.
Yeah.
All right, Cory, you want to bring up the pick of the week, and we'll close it down?
sounds good.
Okay, for pick of the week, this week, I'm going to go with the Flaming Lips American Head. It's their latest album. There's and they actually just put it on YouTube, so you can watch. There's like a whole. It's each video. They made a little film for it. So if you're a fan of the Lips, American Head, pick up the album, and you can also watch. You listen to it for free and watch their videos on YouTube now. Don't even have to make any kind of purchase.
Nice.
Who's next?
I've got the Rovivon AX1 keychain torchlight off Amazon.
Okay, so for the listeners, you got to spell. What's the brand name again?
ROVYVON.
One word?
Yes.
Okay.
Waterproof, rechargeable via micro USB. Very, very light and compact. Comes with the keychain carabiner and also a hat clip. And that was the biggest reason why I bought it was for the hat clip, because up north this past summer I wrecked mine and I've been looking for a new one that would fit onto my hat, and a lot of them don't fit with a curved brim. So this being just a little tubular light, it obviously fits on a hat. And it's bright as shit and solid little build quality to it.
Awesome. Greg, you got something?
I do. I have the new Sharpie S-Gel pen. Had it in my pocket, but I have been using it for the last couple weeks. It's actually, I mean, if you're a pen person, I don't know, some people are pen people,
some people
are. It actually is really nice. But I do recommend the
Greg's like,
I was gonna be like,
Greg's like, let's see what I have in my pockets.
I was actually telling Cory about it before the cast, so.
And it's funny too, because I actually do have a pen on my list.
Yeah.
well, you two are both pen guys, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nick, I don't know how you're gonna top that, but
So with 19,000 4.8 star reviews on Amazon, and thanks to Bob, and also a nod to our up north vacation, is the Java Press manual coffee grinder. Ooh. In stainless steel. You can completely take it apart like a rifle, and it's fantastic.
You have this upstairs?
Yeah.
Wow. Is it? Okay. So it's a lot like the one I. Oh, you got the little see-through thing though at the bottom. That's cool. Very nice. I would. This is the. What do you want? What are you watching?
This was just sent in by a listener.
By a listener?
Oh, boy.
And what is this?
Who is this, and what are they doing?
That's a lot of red pepper.
Oh.
Wow, that's a sticker that I gave someone. Oh, was that the whole video?
Yeah. You know what? It might have been a live
Live picture.
photo,
Okay.
yeah.
That's a flattering pose, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if all that was supposed to be there or just the sticker.
Probably just a sticker.
We did.
Are we allowed to disclose who that came from?
We did go
from Gina.
We did go through my stickers a couple weeks ago. I bought a lot of stickers from Amazon to put on my kayaking mug, and there was probably only 5 or 6 good ones that I thought, and so I had like 2 or 3 Ziploc bags of stickers. And after Cory and Gina were a little tipsy, it was basically like giving kids blocks. I was like, look at these multicolored blocks, and I put them down, and they were both like enamored. Oh my God! And they both went into this mode of several different piles of from I like this so much to I hate this stickers. And to, let me just say, if you ever want to entertain yourself, spend $7 on Amazon for like 2,000 stickers and hand them over to Cory Selesky while he's drinking. And it is one of the most entertaining things I've ever seen, because everything has its place process at that point in time is hysterical. First of all, it's very slow, as you can imagine.
Just going through the stickers.
There's that one, and do that one. No, fuck that one. I'm gonna do this one.
And I remember Gina at certain points was like, "What? Wait, hold on. Why do you like this one?" And he's like,
"It's do you see a little campfire in the background? It's possibly up north."
And I'm like, "So that's not a good one?"
No, it's just like a second tier. It's gonna be in this pile over here.
and so like he had all these piles, and each pile had a reason, and it was so funny just to ask him like, so wait, hold on. So this is like a little insect. What, you want some little insect on your cup? And he's like,
no, it's not, because there's a certain thing on the side, and it reminded me of this, so that's why I wanted that.
And I'm like, and he had all these little reasons for each sticker, and it was hysterical to watch. And he took some stickers home, And he specifically found one that he, like a butterfly, to give Danielle. And he was like, this is going to be Danielle's sticker. And
You're an idiot.
he did.
Yeah.
But it was really funny just to watch him, because there was never like a, I don't have time for this, or let's keep drinking, or let's do a shot. It was boom, pile of stickers. The night cannot continue unless I go through this pile of stickers. Like, he could not go forward. It was as if like all these roadblocks fell in front of him, and he was like, well, we got to clear these out before we can continue down the highway.
Wow.
It's great, dude.
All right.
Fantastic.
That was left off. We did
that was one of the stickers. She took one of those stickers home.
Okay, so you hadn't even done your review yet, or your pick. Yeah.
He did.
Okay. Okay. Good. All right. So,
thank God. It's just you and Todd.
No, I went already.
Oh, you okay.
So yeah. Okay. So Todd, sorry. All right. I lost track of where.
Can I go yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead, buddy.
Can I go yet? So mine is a blended. Mine is actually two products, and they're used together. So number one is Fogo Super Premium Oak Restaurant Quality Lump Charcoal, and the next is paired with it is the Bourbon Barrel Wood Chunks from Midwest Barrel Company. So I sent you guys a video about how to make bacon at home, and so I cured some pork belly, and then I cured it for 10 days. And after I got done curing it, I smoked my pork belly with that wood combination, a little bit of hickory, a little bit of Fogo, and a little bit of the bourbon barrel chunk. And I have created the best bacon that I've ever sampled in my entire life.
It's weird, Todd, because it's been weeks since that's happened, and we haven't received any kind of care package or anything like that.
It got
Can't
finished
send a
up today.
helicopter over?
What's that?
It got finished up
Just
today.
send that chopper right over here with that stuff.
I mean, UPS.
It got finished up today.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We didn't share with anyone. It didn't make it out of the abode. But both those products, super, super solid. If you're into smoking and you use chunks, regardless, I'm not a barbecue snob, although I'm an egg guy. I will say that combination of what I did, hickory, the bourbon barrel chunks, and I use Fogo as my go-to, just all-purpose oak lump charcoal. And my bacon it's the best bacon I've ever had in my life, and I'm a real hard grader on myself as far as my cooking goes.
That's awesome, dude.
Thanks, buddy.
No worries.
You hear that? I
That's
don't
like
know what
the
that is.
fourth time that's happened.
No, it's happened
Or-
way more than that. It's like probably
Has
the
it?
10th time that's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kept thinking it was Greg. I just automatically assumed.
Now it's me.
I figured it was the wind coming out of his beard.
It's me thinking I smell a baby.
Baby.
Okay.
That being said,
Baby.
And with that, we have come to the end of episode 145 for Schnozzcast. Thank you for listening. On behalf of Nick, Cory, Todd, and Greg Gumtow, this is Bob saying goodbye. Have a great week. We'll see you next weekend.